overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Well, guys, down here on the field before the game, it is absolutely insane. These Ole Miss fans are letting Lane Kiffin know just how angry they are that he left to take the LSU job. Now he brings his Tigers back into the Ole Miss Stadium, and it is hectic. There's a lot of noise, a lot of excitement, and a lot of energy down here. Not all of it is positive being directed at Lane Kiffin. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Got room at the 35. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. The give to Caden Durham. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Turns it on in midfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road, bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That's caught. It's Cook. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds you, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
That's caught. It's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and in 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to the ground game on the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. Right side, it's Cunningham. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Rush right in his face. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run inside. It's Lacey. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, but there is a flag, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. In the red area, it's Lacey. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rushes on. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll start on the ground with Durham. He's past the 30. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Levin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking for room, it's Lacey. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved. And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says. Like, cheating, yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools obviously so closely
Caught, and he's got room. The 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running right, it's Durham. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. He'll pull it down and run. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
It makes it really tough on a defense when you got a dynamic quarterback that you can roll out. You bootleg him to the right here. The defense has to now recover quickly, chase the guy out there. Oh, wait, I still got to cover wide receivers down the field. I still got to cover other guys and try to get this guy on the ground. They do a great job on this play.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. Fields the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Wilson. Caught near the sticks, it's Levin. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Crosses the 10. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Lacey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Hits inside, it's Lacey. And they'll stop him short of the first down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Tight end now in motion. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Comes down, it's Harris. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Running right, it's Durham. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 7 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Aggies looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Rebels offense is back on the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Hits the hole, it's Berry. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
From the gun, it's Berry. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
Man, this guy's going to need some water against the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Look out! All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Berry. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown LSU! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Leaping grab for a big gain. Bust through behind his pad. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
What a throw on 1st down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Selling the fake. Moving to his left. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it to the right side. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And
man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight end finds a soft spot, and they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Berry. At midfield, he's got room. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Makes his man miss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's loose down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Sets his feet, it's 11. Right down the middle. Holds on, it's screen. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Berry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Long way to go on second down. The give as they work on that clock. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
To the air, it's Levin. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Tigers! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. They're all over him. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. On the stop.
Man, too little, too late. Where was this earlier in the game? They could have used that explosive play earlier when this game was close. But obviously these guys are still out here. They're still competing. They're going to keep fighting until there's zeros on the clock. But they need more plays like that earlier in games moving forward.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Catch in the middle. It's Haas. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers